I think you're live, Father.
Live? Oops.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Facebook too?
Yes. You're good to go.
Hey everybody, good morning, good morning, good morning everybody. It's just me by myself, going solo. Marsha with a well-deserved break. Hopefully God willing will return tomorrow, so here I'm just going to have to come up with something to say. Hey, if you come to church this week, and Sunday you notice that the statues are now covered with the purple cloth. It begins with the 5th week of Lent. A lot of people are confused. When do you do it? Do you do it during whole Lent, Holy Week only? So we did it now. And I think I might have a contest maybe tomorrow. Ask people, look around the church, if they can name the statues behind the curtain. I wonder if they know. As much as they have come to church, seen them all the time, I'm sure some will be easy to remember to pick out, but I bet you some won't know all the statues. Oh, I'm sure of that now. So I may do that tomorrow morning if they can know which are the statues behind the curtains. And that'd be a good idea. Yes, they had a scare yesterday. I think it was 11 o'clock Mass. For the first time in my life, I almost ran out of host. Happened in my other assignment, but I was not saying the Mass, and they didn't have enough hosts for everybody. But there were some hosts in the tabernacle. You could break the big host, so they could have, but in nervousness, the priest didn't think of that, so it feels terrible for someone to come and not receive, who cares to receive. So we went through all the hosts. We had backup hosts I used for the sick and those that we forget, the big host that we used for benediction. I even used the gluten-free host to break them, and luckily everyone who came was able to receive. And it's about funny blowing the candle out, because the candle signifies that the Lord is present, and for the day He wasn't. Actually, I do have hosts in my own little chapel in my house, so in case an emergency came up, I did have some hosts, but it was a little bit uncomfortable going through. I kept going back to the tabernacle thinking, okay, maybe the people in the back will have some extra hosts. When they come up to the front and they look, nothing. Yikes. But we made it, and that's all that matters. And I was just thinking to myself, I had that little crazy Easter announcement. I look at it and I feel, oh man, that's weird. But anyway, it was nice. Well, what I get a kick out of though, when I looked at it, when we filmed it, there was no rehearsal, there was no practice. I actually didn't even give a thought what I was going to say until I actually did it. It was just sort of spontaneous. And so that I sort of liked, to tell you the truth. I said, wow, maybe I worked on it a little bit better, but anyway. He didn't get me kicking my shoes off, by the way, on that film. So we're getting ready little by little, getting ready for the great feast, the great celebration of Easter. I've been looking forward to that probably since Christmas. Probably during Christmas Mass thinking, okay, Easter, what are we going to do for Easter? It is, to me, the day of the year. Anyway, my schedule today is a little bit busy. I got another home Mass. It'll be in Espanol, Spanish, which is always a bit of a challenge, but looking forward to doing it. And I got a funeral of someone who was 93 years old. 93, that's a good ripe age. Speaking of ripe age, yesterday one of my parishioners asked me if I pray for her mother. Her mother who was, I think she said 108 or 106, something like that. Because I think she said she had an aunt who was something, either 106. It's crazy. I said, wow. The mother's not, not doing well. Well, at 106, whatever it may be, I guess astounding. Imagine, 106 years old. That's over the top. Anyway, so we have a funeral today. Our deceased Genevieve reached 93 years old. I still remember where she sat, right there in the front row. But she looked good for someone being in her 90s. So that, and I have a couple meetings going on as well. So it'll be a nice little Monday. Nice cool morning this morning as well. So I hope you're going to have a good day. And I told you I got 2 lovebirds. They're beautiful little things. Now I realize why they call them lovebirds, because they sit by each other. They stay together. They sit in a little perch, a little wood. And they like being together. That's why they're lovebirds, because they hang out. And one's nice blue. That's Louie, and I have like a yellow gold, and that's Zelly. And where I get the names from? Well, the names for St. Teresa's mom and dad, her parents. Actually, they're saints too, by the way. The first couple in the church's history to be canonized saints. They're a married couple, St. Louis and St. Zelly, Martin, the last name. So I named it after them. And so I remember the first day, I picked them up Friday, and you got to, handle them. And so I did. Boy, their beak, ooh, they hurt. Like, oh my gosh, it's not, but gradually now I hold them, they're, pet, talk to them softly, they're fine. Every now and then get a little pinch, but nothing like Friday, the first time I said, I can't do this every time. Oof. And now I sort of sit on my chest and they're getting a little better. They get a little better. Every day you got to hold them, get used to being handled. So hopefully you'll see them one of these days. They may make their appearance on the Sunday of Easter. So it's Lewis and Zelly. And that means I have to go back and I got to clean them up right now, clean their cage and get some fresh water for them. Anyway, so I want you guys to have a beautiful day. Enjoy this beautiful weather. And God willing, see you soon. Bless you all. The Father, the Son, and Holy